Hey everyone, happy Monday. I wanted to share the Dream Collective recap. So it's a little bit different today because I've been noticing a theme, and it's not necessarily a theme specific to this time because I think it's a theme that just carries through because humanity is humanity. And the theme that I've been noticing and I really want to speak to is all these dreams about exes, as well as there's a lot of dreams with family, but in less desirable situations with family. So whether it's like conflict with family or just, not the type of family situation that you might want to find yourself in. I've been noticing a lot of dreams like that, not just that you shared this past weekend, but just in general. So I wanted to speak a little bit to that. And I also wanted to just kind of share some messages that seem to be coming through around that. Now, I want to also start by saying that not all dreams of exes actually have to do with exes. So there is that. Everything is very fluid and it's not necessarily so literal as that. Like if you dream about your ex, it doesn't mean that you're like missing your ex or that you have unresolved issues. It can, but it also cannot. So I don't want to talk about I just want to be clear that as I'm talking about dreams about exes from this certain perspective, it doesn't necessarily mean that all dreams reveal something to do with an ex. So there's that caveat. I also wanted to say that if you were a dreamer who shared a dream about an ex into this dream collective thing that I do, it doesn't necessarily, this message may or may not pertain to you because these are collective messages that I'm sharing. And if the message resonates for you personally, then that's awesome. And if it doesn't, that's also awesome. It's really, and even if you're watching this and you're somebody who didn't share a dream about an ex, maybe this message still pertains to you. So just listen to this with an open heart and open mind and feel into what resonates for you or not. So, okay, I want to talk about this whole exes thing and when, like the feelings that seem to come up often within me when I'm reading these, and like the intuitive feelings that are most prominent. And it really feels like there's a lot of stuck energy. And I mean, this makes sense. So it makes sense that we often dream of exes, and it makes sense that there's a stuck energy because we all have these experiences in our life. We all have experiences where we're putting energy into something and it shifts and it ends, and there's a new beginning a new path that we walk on. Yet sometimes there's still this energy that is going towards this path that is associated with that ex. So it's extremely normal that we experience these feelings and common, and it's something that is sort of endless because this is humanity. We as humans, this is what we do. We get in relationships, they end. We get in relationships, some of them they stay and the other ones they end, so it's like this cyclical thing that just happens as part of this human existence. So so when I say that I'm feeling like when I'm reading these dreams, I feel this like stuck, uneasy energy, what the message that really wants to come through is exploring that within yourself, exploring your energy and where your energy is moving on a daily basis. Is it moving towards what it is that you want to create? Or is it still stuck in this path that is no longer a path that you're walking, but your energy is still going that way? Does that make sense? It's like if you're still thinking of your ex or missing your ex or wishing or wanting or hoping that you could get back together or things would be different, there's still this energy that you are expending that is going in that direction, no matter how subtle that energy might be. no matter how complete you might feel, there could be still some energy. So this is just a just like a invitation to explore that energy. Is that true for you? Is there energy that is moving in this direction of, this past experience that you are no longer in because you're moving in somewhere else, your ex is moving somewhere else, or whatever experience that is, you're going in different directions. So what I'm saying is, and what Spirit really, it feels like this is what Spirit wants to say, is exploring where your energy is going and redirecting it so you have more of your energy, or all of your energy, going in the direction that you desire to go in now. That way you can put everything, your full energy, your full power, all of your ability into moving in the direction that you want. So this is an exploration first to see, okay, is there energy moving in a direction that I don't want it to move in? I've moved on from this ex, or I want to move on from this ex, or this ex has moved on from me and I'm still putting energy into it. So that's a signal that like, okay, how can I move through this? How can I recall that energy that I'm expending in this direction that is just draining at the end of the day? It's just going somewhere and it's just depleting you. It's not filling you up. And so it could look very different for each one of you. There might be healing that's required. There might be forgiveness. There might be grieving. It's literally, every one of us could have a different path with this. And it's just about exploring what feels true for you. Exploring, am I depleting some of my energy by letting it kind of drain in this direction that is not actually in alignment with where I want to go? And this may or may not pertain to an ex relationship. This could be a work thing. This could be a friend. This just could be a part of your life that you've experienced that is now shifted and you're walking away from because you're choosing a different path. So this is an exploration of your personal energy. Where is your personal energy going? Are you draining it? Are you allowing it to be depleted and go in certain directions that no longer support you? That you are not in that now moment, but you are still sending energy to a past now moment that is taking you out of this now moment and preventing you from fully moving forward into the next now moment. Is this making sense? I hope it's making sense. Let me know if you have any questions. So that's kind of like this theme that I want to touch on about dreaming of exes. And some other things that I did note in the dreams that you shared were somebody dreamt of being a small fairy and kind of chasing after, I think, a giant. And the giant was like hiding in the closet. And this just made me like feel into how magical we are. Every single one of you watching this. It is not about our size. Like sometimes we feel so insignificant and so small, yet we have the power to move a giant. We have the power to influence. We have the power to create. And so, even thinking about the message around the exes, it's like we do have this infinite power, and we are these divine magical beings. And don't lessen your worth and your value by sending your energy in directions that don't support you, that don't ultimately align with your highest self and your highest calling. So just a reminder, A, you're super fucking magical. And B, focus on your energy. Where is your energy moving? What direction is it moving in? Is it moving backwards or is it moving forward? Is it moving in the direction you want it to go? There was somebody else who dreamt of acorns everywhere, which made me feel into like, oh my gosh, okay, this is cool, because it's like we have this opportunity to plant like this giant oak tree, and oak trees grow tall, they grow strong, and it's like this strong, steady, wise presence that's just like this pillar of, I don't know, it just feels so powerful. And so it's like, okay, we can reclaim all of our energy. We don't have to send our energy in any direction that we don't feel aligned with. And when we do that, we can, impact giants. We can take on these challenges that seem daunting, that seem way bigger than us, far grander than what we think this little me, this little self can do, because you are like this magical fairy. And now is the time to really focus on, okay, what is it that I want to plant? What is it that I want to move forward with? And that also makes sense with like the season that we're moving into. We're moving into spring. So what is it that you want to plant so you can harvest in the fall and like tend to all summer and build and grow, and I don't know. So that's what I've got. Those are the messages that really felt that they wanted to come through, that I saw in your dreams. And also, like I said, just dreams about exes in general, because those are dreams that like people have all the time. It's not like a theme that is isolated to this moment in time. I feel like it is a theme that transcends and just always goes on. And I feel like that is why we have those dreams. And it's really to explore our energy. And of course, like I said, it's not like a blanket statement, because sometimes we have these dreams for totally different reasons, and they may or may not pertain to that. Our dreams aren't as literal as they seem, which I know can be hard to wrap our heads around. But if you are interested in exploring your dreams further, please make sure you grab your free copy of my Dream Recall and Interpretation Guide. The link for that is in my bio if you're watching this on YouTube. It's down below. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. And I'm enjoying this dream collective. Please share your dreams in my stories each day. I do the recaps for now on Mondays and Thursdays. Wishing you a fabulous week with awakening dreams, and I will see you soon.